the Cook High Hornets Sports Podcast. Hey everybody, Richard back with you here, and let's start off with a little bit of Hornet news. Running back number 25, Keisha McKeever, received a scholarship offer from Division I school, the University of Colorado. Congratulations, Keisha, because you also earned the Offensive Player of the Week with your 8 touchdowns against the Ace Griffins. As we headed off toward the second round of the playoffs, the Hornet faithful were there with full support as they headed off with several parents driving their own vehicles for the 3.5-hour journey to Thompson to play against the Thompson Bulldogs in the stadium nicknamed the Brickyard. Again, several parents drove their own vehicles. There were 2 fan buses, the team buses, the cheerleader and band bus, 1 student bus, as well as that partridge in a pear tree. In this week leading up to the game against the Thompson Bulldogs, the offense and defense would practice against each other, and the coaches said that they would not put their full effort into it, but yet they were still being tough on the players and making them practice at a certain level. Coach Gray quoted that iron sharpens iron. This is very true, as this was, in my opinion, the best way to prepare for the Thompson Bulldogs. And as the coin was flipped, Thompson Bulldogs won the toss and deferred to the second half. This means that the Hornets would receive the ball, and Nyshawn Wallace ran the kickoff back to the 30-yard line of the Hornets. And after a drive that marched down the field with seemingly little effort, Christian Briones made the 32-yard field goal to put the Hornets up 3-0. With the first drive in the book looking seemingly easy, it appeared that the Hornets were going to continue the momentum from the game against the Ace Griffins. However, on the kickoff return, Thompson would return the kickoff for a 78-yard return touchdown. With the point after being good, the Thompson Bulldogs took a 7-3 lead. And then Nyshawn Wallace would receive the kickoff after that and returned it to the Hornet 33. After this, the Hornets would then punt from their own 28. And Brooks Moore had an extremely long punt. And with 4 minutes and 41 seconds left to go in the first quarter, the Thompson Bulldogs offense finally got on the field. This was the first time that the Thompson Bulldogs offense would get on the field. A reverse allowed the Bulldogs to get down to the Hornets 28, and Tyler Covington made a touchdown-saving tackle. Trey from the Thompson Bulldogs would then score a rushing touchdown with the point after being good, and Thompson would never relinquish this lead, as they now led the Hornets by a score of 14-3. And this brings us to the end of the first quarter. With 7 minutes and 52 seconds left to go in the second quarter, the Cook High Hornets would stop the Thompson Bulldogs on 4th down, getting possession of the ball with a turnover on downs. However, shortly thereafter, quarterback Drew Folsom would throw an interception, and the quarterback from Thompson, Jones, would run around the left end, scoring a touchdown, making the score with the successful point after being good, 21-3. This led into the end of the second quarter and halftime, with the score being 21-3 Thompson Bulldogs. Brought to you by the 620 Life Podcast. You can find us at www.620lifepodcast.com. Coming out of halftime, Thompson would receive the ball again, having deferred to the second half. The Cook High Hornets kicked off to Thompson, and with 4 minutes left to go in the third, the Thompson Bulldogs would score a rushing touchdown with number 5, Jockius Jones, I'm assuming that's how you say his first name, would score the rushing touchdown for Thompson. It was an 18-yard rush, and with the point after being good, the score now stood at 28-3. With 1 minute left to go in the third quarter, number 5, again, Jockius Jones, with a 8-yard rushing touchdown and point after being good, made the score 35-3 in favor of the Thompson Bulldogs. As we move now to the fourth quarter, the Hornets showed their fighting spirit as they scored an 8-yard rushing touchdown from number 9, Nick Goodwin, and with the point after being good, the score was now 35-10 in favor of the Thompson Bulldogs with 9 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. And with 7 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter, number 16, Noah Story, completed a 23-yard pass to number 11, Jaden Moss, and with the point after being good, the score was now 42-10 in favor of the Thompson Bulldogs. And that brings us to the end of the game with the Thompson Bulldogs moving on to the Georgia High School quarterfinals, where they will face Rockmart. I'd like to take this time to invite you to Sparks First Baptist Church in Sparks, Georgia. Sunday services begin at 9:30 a.m. with Sunday school, followed by morning worship service at 10:30 a.m. and evening service starts at 6 p.m. Wednesday services start at 7 p.m. and you can find these services, if you're unable to attend, on the Sparks First Baptist Church Facebook page. We would love to have you join us. Let's check out results from around South Georgia. Fitzgerald defeated Putnam County by a score of 28-20. Colquitt County defeated Harrison 49-28. Thomas County Central defeated St. Pius Catholic by a score of 49-14. Ware County defeated Chamberlain, I'm assuming is how you say that, by a score of 24-7. Thomasville defeated Liberty County by a score of 13-6. Pierce County defeated Berrien County by a score of 52-0. Early County defeated Telfair County by a score of 47-6. Early County defeated Heard County by a score of 55-0. Clinch County defeated McIntosh by a score of 17-16. And Lanier County unfortunately lost to Wilcox County by a score of 44-34. And now for the upcoming games this Friday night for the Georgia High School quarterfinals in the state playoffs. We have the 7A Colquitt County taking on the North Gwinnett County. 6A will be Roswell taking on Thomas County Central. 5A will be Calhoun taking on Ware County. 3A will be Thomasville taking on Carver. In 2A, it will be Rockmart taking on Fitzgerald. In 1A Division 2, it will be Early County taking on Bowden. In 1A Division 2 will be Clinch County taking on Johnson County. In 1A Division 1, it will be Irwin County taking on Mount Pisgah Christian. And that is all for the upcoming games. Hope everyone has enjoyed it, and remember to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for listening to the Cook High Hornet Sports Podcast. Be sure to like, share, rate, review, and subscribe. If interested in helping, be sure to email me at rbennett2018@windstream.net. That's RBENNETT2018@windstream.net.